Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, pimps and players, and everybody in between, it's your boy, the one and only Deboe vibes right here on this cold, cold day in the A, snow everywhere. I was out, handling some business where breaking news has just dropped, where the Atlanta Falcons have just fired Jimmy Lake. So let's get into it right quick, fam. As you guys know, the defense had much to be desired this year. And a lot of it had to do with the schemes and the game planning and execution, more importantly, of this Jimmy Lake defense. We saw much better improvement of this defense when apparently Raheem Morris took over. So change had to be made. I talked to Chris Tipmore from A1 Forever Sports. And also to Jay Will, shout out to Jay Will, man. T Will, excuse me, shout out to T Will. And y'all check out T Will's channel, by the way, for my ATL Sports on YouTube. The defense started off good in the season, to be honest with you. We didn't give up a touchdown to the Steelers. Unfortunately, the offense themselves, they had their own hiccups for that opener. However, as the season progressed, the defense just got worse and worse and worse. And to be quite frank with you guys, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I've never seen a defense in recent years, be as criticized here in Atlanta as that Jimmy Lake defense. You look at the past defensive coordinators we had. We had Dean Pease. That's the first one that comes to mind, and the gentleman who went down to the Jaguars. Excuse me, I forgot Ryan. I forgot his name, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but this is the most criticized defense I've seen the Falcons have in a minute. And the thing about it is, we brought the pieces to bring the defense together. When you go through 11 weeks of the 11 weeks of the NFL season, and you rank dead last in the NFL in sacks. You only produced 10 sacks at that point in time. Of course, people are going to look at that and say, what's going on? But the sack total, to me, to be honest with you, the sack total to me, it had to be improved, of course. When you have names out there like, the Matthew Judons, you have the Zach Harrisons, you have the Kate Ellises, you have the Arnold Ebikadis, et cetera, et cetera. You would expect a little more to pass rush, and we got absolutely none of that. But to me, and to other Atlanta Falcons individuals, the main thing that was an issue was Jimmy Lake's coverage for his defensive backs. Soft shell Jimmy. Press man coverage was very, very, very rarely out there, right? And a lot of times, one game in particular I remember was the Denver Broncos game, where we had the Broncos like inside like the 20-yard line, and the DBs were still playing 7-8 yards off. Same thing happened in the Panthers game. Panthers are inside the red zone. DBs playing 7, 8, 9 yards off. You're allowing the offense to execute in ginormous proportions, which is crazy. So we look at the overall, and the thing about it is, guys, is that Jimmy Lake refused to make adjustments. That's the thing. Another thing that stands out was that Las Vegas Raiders game. The first 3 quarters of the Raiders game, defense lights the hell out. Lights out for the defense, y'all. Fourth quarter, Jimmy Lake goes right back to that soft shell defense. 2-man front. 5 linebackers, 4 linebackers, 5 DBs, playing off. Desmond Ridder he was cutting us up in the fourth quarter, and they almost won that game. But fortunately, we won the game somehow, despite Kirk Cousins. Different conversation for a different day. When Terry Fontenot had that the press conference day before last, how could you not be frustrated? I was frustrated because at that point I was like, this man's he's not gonna make any changes. But again, Terry Fontenot, the ultimate politician, ultimate car salesman, he held his cards to the vest, And I give them kudos. I give them kudos for not targeting, but honing in and doing an evaluation of the last season, the defense particularly, and doing something about it. They did something about it. They did something about it. Shout out to the Falcons for doing. Thank you, Jesus. Sorry, yo. Shout out to the Falcons for doing something about it. Jimmy Lake is gone. There are some defensive coordinators out there, you know, that I think will fit in good, particularly Robert Saleh. Man, Robert Saleh, yes, sir. You also had the Gerard Mayos out there. You also had the Jeff Ulbrichts out there. And so we shall see. The Falcons made a change. The Falcons made a change. And that lets me know, as a Falcons fan for over 35 years, I approve of this change. Let me know what y'all think. Once again, breaking news, Jimmy Lake has been fired. He will no longer be the defensive coordinator with the Falcons. So no more soft shell. Hey, who our next defensive coordinator is? Hey, press man coverage, man to man. Let's do it. Let's get some sacks. And I'm excited for change. So that's what I got. Hey, let me know what y'all think. It's your boy Deboe Vibes right here. And we will vibe out soon. If you're down here in Atlanta, I'm looking at the streets right now. Streets are getting a little more better, but please be safe out there, y'all. Please be safe out here. Please be safe out there. All right? And guess what? I see greatness in you like you see greatness in me. Love y'all, man. From the top of my head, soles of my feet, it's your boy. One on Deboe Vibes, man. As always, y'all, respect, love, and peace. Deuces. I'm out.